Have you ever had the feeling that something was off about someone, but you just couldn't quite put your finger on what it was? That's actually pretty common when you're interacting with malicious people. They don't always show their true colors right away. They're experts at hiding who they really are. But if you pay attention, the signs are there. They're subtle, even small, but extremely dangerous. Today, we're going to uncover the signs of a truly malicious person. And if you're involved with someone like this, you'll be able to unmask them quickly. When a malicious person first shows up in your life, they often seem like the embodiment of kindness. Every gesture is calculated to win you over, and every word is carefully chosen to create a perfect image. At first, you feel lucky to be around someone so thoughtful, but slowly things start to fall apart, and the situation becomes more and more uncomfortable. It's like watching a play where the main character gradually reveals layers of deception as the story unfolds. These kinds of people rarely show their true face at first. They wear a mask to hide who they really are. And it's exactly that facade of kindness that makes the eventual truth so painful. In the beginning, everything feels like a fairy tale. But over time, cracks start to show. Small gestures that once felt warm now seem calculated, cold. The mask they wear is a trap. And the worst part, you may not even realize you're being manipulated. By the time their true behavior starts to surface, you're already in too deep to get out easily. But what happens when that mask finally starts to slip? How long can someone really maintain such a carefully constructed illusion before their true nature starts to show? Picture this. You're chatting with friends, laughing, everything feels light and easy. Then that person, the one who seemed so friendly at first, makes a comment disguised as a joke. "Oh, come on, you've always been kind of slow with this stuff, haven't you?" Everyone laughs, but something feels off. At first, you might tell yourself it was just a harmless joke. After all, everybody laughed, right? But why are you the only one who felt the sting? The truth is, malicious people often take subtle, almost perverse pleasure in humiliating others. Not in obvious ways, that would make their real nature too easy to spot. Instead, they prefer to poison slowly, using comments that seem harmless but chip away at your self-esteem and self-respect from the inside. Each cutting remark is placed at just the right moment, like a knife slowly being driven in. What makes it even more disturbing is that this person knows exactly what they're doing. They're watching your reactions like a surgeon, looking for that tiny flinch, that little flash of pain you try to hide. And when they see it, it's not just a win, it's a thrill. This kind of masked humiliation becomes a game to them, and the rules are simple. Make the victim doubt themselves while everyone else laughs and claps, without realizing what's really going on. What seemed like just a joke might actually be the start of something much darker. Imagine you're in a regular conversation. Everything seems normal, but without even noticing, you start agreeing with things you don't actually believe. Your once clear opinions begin to shift to match someone else's agenda. It's as if an invisible hand is quietly guiding your choices. That's what a malicious person does best, manipulate you without your even knowing it. This is subtle manipulation at its finest. It's like a soft current in a calm river. You don't realize you're being swept away until you look up and find yourself far from the shore. The malicious person masters this art like a conductor leading an orchestra. There's no direct confrontation, just a slow psychological game where every word and gesture is another piece in a puzzle you didn't even know you were solving. And the cruel irony? From the outside, it looks like you're the one in control. They praise you when it's convenient, support you when it serves them, and make you believe your decisions are your own, when, in reality, they wrote the script long before you stepped on stage. They become a constant presence in your life, but never overt enough to raise suspicion. Before you know it, your actions, your choices, even your thoughts start to reflect this person's influence. And the scariest part, while you think you're building a partnership, they're building a kingdom where they rule alone. But at some point, you start to realize you're no longer in control of your own decisions. That's when the mask finally slips. The lies come to light, and the toxic behavior is exposed. Most decent people would feel at least a little bit of guilt in that moment, right? Not a malicious person. What you see instead is something entirely different. No shame, no remorse. Just a cold, almost mocking smile. And if you're lucky, a hollow apology, delivered with the sincerity of a child rehearsing for a school play. Malicious people don't feel remorse. It's as if they're immune to the consequences of their actions. Other people's feelings? Just tools to be used and discarded. Sure, they might say they're sorry, but there's something about the tone, the words. They ring false. It's almost theatrical, like the idea of regret is just another joke for their personal amusement. And behind each ironic gesture, behind every fake apology, there's a deeper truth. They feel powerful. The absence of remorse reveals something terrifying, their total inability to truly care about anyone else. To them, people are just game pieces, moved according to their will, and thrown away when no longer useful. Every act of cruelty, every selfish decision, is just another step toward total control. And that raises a chilling question. If they feel no guilt, no empathy, what won't they do? That coldness is a clear sign that worse is coming, because if someone doesn't have a conscience to stop themselves, then nothing can stop them. The kind of chaos a malicious person creates is far more destructive than burning buildings or natural disasters. It's the kind of chaos that eats you from the inside out, silent, invisible, but devastating to anyone who feels it. They don't just want to hurt someone. They want to watch everything around them slowly collapse, like a house of cards falling piece by piece. And the most unsettling part, they watch it all from a distance, with a glint of satisfaction in their eye, like they're enjoying a show they carefully produced. They feed off chaos. Every fight they start, every relationship they destroy, it's a silent victory. They plant seeds of conflict like a seasoned gardener, knowing exactly when to water them, so they'll bloom at just the right time. Two friends falling out over a poorly timed comment. A family torn apart by a well-placed secret. It's all part of the game. And the scariest thing? To anyone not paying close attention, they seem like just an innocent bystander, someone who just happened to be there. But don't be fooled. It's all part of a bigger plan. Every fragment of chaos is designed to make them stronger, because when everyone's busy fighting each other, no one's looking at the real source of the problem, and while the chaos spreads, they grow more powerful. These are just some of the signs of a truly malicious person. If there's one thing to take away, it's this. These traits can be incredibly subtle and incredibly dangerous. From a mask of kindness to a twisted pleasure in watching others fall apart, the malicious person is a master of disguise. Recognizing the signs is the first step to protecting yourself and taking back control of your life. If you found this information helpful and want more content that helps you better understand human behavior, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you've ever had experiences with people like this, or have thoughts on the topic, share them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.